Hello and welcome to this training. You're here because you want to learn how to start and build a respectable soap brand in your country. I repeat for emphasis, a respectable soap brand in your country. Now, before we get started, it's important that I make you understand certain basic things. Before you get started with your soap branding journey, you have to ensure that you have quality soap. Two, you know your target audience. Now, without quality soap, you have no business in building a brand because nobody will come back if at all they accidentally make use of your soaps. Now, I'm not talking about soaps that you produce off of YouTube videos that you watch free online or online, yes, online for free. Those kind of videos will not help you to be able to build a brand in soap making. I'm talking about the kind of soaps that if you go to the market and you ask for morning fresh, they say there is no morning fresh. You ask for mama lemon, they say there is no mama lemon. The next brand they should be asking for is your soap brand, and that is possible. Now, for you to be able to do this, you have to ensure that your product is of high quality. And what makes a high quality product? The good scent, the captivating scent, the consistency in its viscosity. And I say viscosity, I mean the thickness. It's either it is thick or light, and of course it should be thick, just like your um, Mama Lemon or Morning Fresh soaps. And of course, it should be consistent. If somebody buys your soap today, tomorrow, in 5 years, it should be exactly the same way it was when they bought it. Now, once you are sure of that, the next thing I would say for you to do is to ensure that you have your target audience. It's very, very important. You have to know who your target audience is before you even get started in producing this soap. Because it's your target audience that would ensure that you build a brand. Now, for instance, if you decide you want to produce soaps for babies, that is a target audience. You have to now dissect that target audience using the target customer avatar, using the customer avatar framework. Now, what does that mean? If you're producing a product, a soap for a baby, you have to ask yourself, what are the challenges that a baby that needs to be sorted out with your soap? I always tell my students, when you get into business, do not see yourself as a hustler or someone who is begging customers to buy your products. That is a very wrong way to get into business. Instead, see yourself as a problem solver. Problem solvers are very profitable. For instance, doctors. Doctors are problem solvers, and you will always chase a problem solver because you have an issue that you need him or her to solve for you. So it's the same thing you need to see yourself as a problem solver in this soap making business. You are solving a problem. If you choose hospitals to be your target audience, you have to dissect the challenges they go through and what your soap can actually solve. That is going to be your marketing USP. That is your unique selling proposition in marketing. I beg your pardon. That will be your USP in marketing. So, with that said, the next thing I want you to pay attention to is your self worth. It's very important. If you do not believe that you're somebody that someone can pay a premium for your soap, your product, then you have no business in the soap making business or any business at all. Because as a coach, I've had students who have learned how to produce quality soaps, but they don't have the confidence to believe that what they have produced, somebody will want it and pay them the premium their soap is worth. When I say premium, I mean high costs. Because, of course, there are soaps that are sold for 250, 500, and there are soaps that are sold for 1,000, 1,525. I tell you, there are. And there are people who are buying it. They're not saying it's expensive. So there are different types of audience, the cheap audience, the luxurious audience, and the high quality audience. You are the one to choose who you want to serve. And if you want to build a brand in soap making, of course, you should be targeting those who are after quality. So that is that. Then the next thing you need to pay attention to is your branding, of course. Branding, your logo, your labeling, your messaging, your colors. These are very important. And then you need to know how to build your customer base. That is, you need to learn how to sell. Now, In building a brand in soap making, it's not something you're going to start today and all of a sudden you'll be known tomorrow. You have to be consistent with these basic things. And people get to realize that, oh, this person can be trusted. Their product can be trusted. I use their product. And I love the scent. As far as soap is concerned, what makes people see your soap as high quality is when it is thick, it smells nice, and it's consistent. So, with that said, I would like to inform you that the soap making industry is a wide, lucrative industry right now, and the barrier is very low. With as low as 60,000 naira, you can get started and you can build and scale from there. The soap making industry right now is worth over billions of dollars, and the barrier is still very low. You can get into it. So the issue is people are producing low quality soaps, and that is why the big brands in the market are still maintaining their spot, because a lot of people go online, the free videos they watch on YouTube, and produce something that cannot stand the test of time. Sometimes they produce soaps that either after they've produced it, it settles, it becomes watery, it becomes smelly. And that is not actually what you want to produce. You can't build a brand like that. I have been in this space for a while. I am also into the soap making business. I have taught people. I've seen the trajectory of this soap industry, how it's going. One thing you must know, something that is very lucrative, when you see people getting into it, that is the time for you to get into it, because after a while, by the time everybody knows about it and learns how to produce quality, the profit will not be that much again, because a lot of people have gotten into it. But right now, people are looking for people that can produce quality soaps. They are ready to pay. I mean, I've had people who contact my business and tell me they want people that can produce for them. They don't want to produce, they want people that can produce for them, but they want something that can be of quality and can meet the demand. And we do send our best students to them. And that is actually a business opportunity for them. They've learned how to produce it in quality, they've learned how to produce the quality, and they've seen the market for it. Now, if that interests you, if you actually want to learn how to start a brand, I repeat, brand. I'm not talking about mixing soaps in buckets and then looking for formulas from here, from there, add here. That cannot make a brand for you. But if you want to actually build a brand in your country, the soap industry, as I said earlier, is wide. You have the bar soap, you have the detergent, you have the liquid soap. Right now, liquid soap is much more productive. I mean, profitable, I beg your pardon. Liquid soap is much more profitable. I am Sherry Pells and I'm into the soap production industry. This industry is so lucrative and it has actually helped me build a recognizable brand in my space. And the love of that and the interest of that made me to start teaching people how to produce quality off of my own formulations. And you can see on the screen my students, and they are making waves. Now I'm presenting to you this opportunity for you to get started with your own soap brand. I'm inviting you to my foundational soap production online class. That class is just 15,000 naira. I will teach you how to produce quality soaps, high quality soaps off of my own formulation. And you can scale with it and get started right away. If that interests you as an absolute beginner, if that interests you, you can sign up for that class for just 15,000 naira. But because you signed up into this Telegram group, I'm giving it to you for 12,500, but it expires tomorrow by 12 a.m. Please, once it expires, you have to pay 15,000 naira, because the quality of knowledge you will get there is priceless. This is not some free random videos that you have not, it's not tested and proven. My soaps have been tested and proven, and I can share with you the quality, the testimonials, I beg your pardon. I can share with you the testimonials. However, when you finish producing your soap, you have to learn how to price it. You have to learn how to market it. You have to learn how to gather your customer base, build your customer base. And of course, you have to learn how to scale. You have to learn how to get your CSC registration and your NAFDAC registration. If that interests you, if that is actually what you want, then you join our soap production business class. That class is going for 40,500 naira. But because you joined this Telegram group, you have a discount also. Between now and tomorrow by 12 a.m., you can pay 30,500. The soap industry is booming, but the issue is we have low quality soaps that are being produced. So there is room for small producers like you who are willing or who is willing to produce something of quality that can stand or sit on the same shelf with the popular brands you know in the market. If that is you, sign up for either of these classes and I will see you in class. Catch you later.